And now let us go to Block Mountain. The cracking of earth crust is called a faulting. Cracking. So let us see what it is. This can be one earth body surface. You can see when we apply both side force, then cracking get formed. This is known as a rift. The cracks or a rift. Then because of exogenous force as well as endogenous force, then what will happen? This part may go down or either part may come up, elevated or going down. These both process can take place. Okay, and these type of mountains are known as fault mountains. And now next, volcanic mountain. As we know, below the earth or inside the earth, hot molten liquid are present. This temperature is very high. When temperature and pressure increases, then what? Weak part of earth will be broken out, and this thing will come out. Which one will come out? Volcanoes will come out, and these volcanoes will be collected and get cooled, and such kinds of mountains are known as volcanic mountains. Okay. And now let us see. Okay, before that, one more thing. This volcano. Volcano means that hot molten liquid when out of the earth's surface is known as volcano. When this one is inside the earth's surface, then what we can say, so that is known as magma. Don't forget it, this one. Now, importance of mountains. Let us see. Importance of mountains. On mountain is called climatic condition. Climatic condition, comparing with the plain area, mountain is a climate, that is a cold climate. And there is what happened, there is a little level land for growing crops or building materials. So since the climate is cold, then tourist people can attract towards the mountain side. And in a summer season, most of the tourists people likes to live on mountain places. And what about agriculture? That is not so possible. Okay, then also people are doing by using some special methods, but usually people what they are doing, they are preferring plain area, and making the buildings and all that is very costly. So people are not like to make a big buildings on the mountain areas. Okay, and now mountains are, then the glacier. What do you mean by glacier? Glacier is a large masses of moving ice. Since we said on the top of mountain, when we climb on mountain, what temperature will get decreased. So temperature is less. So what will happen? The top of the mountains are being getting what covered by ice. Like we know the top of Himalaya is being covered by ice. Then after when temperature increases, then part of it may melt and move slowly to downward. And these huge pieces of ices are known as glaciers. And these moving ice cube, I mean big pieces of ice, when temperature increases, what will happen? The ice changes its form to water. So from here mountain slope, some of the rivers. Okay, we said that the glacier means what is that? The moving large ice piece. When it moves down through the mountain slopes, then because of the variation of temperature, what will happen? This ice will turn to water, and this water turn into rivers. When this river flow through a slopy side, then its height will be no, its speed will be more, and this reverse water will be collected, and later it is used to generating hydroelectricity, and this is what the one of the use. Then about tourists, already I said to you, and some of the sport items such as skiing, mountaineering, white water rafting, and such kinds of sports items can be played in mountain places, and it is good to attract the tourists to mountain sides. And now next one, that is a plateau. A plateau is a large area of a fairly level land raising, something like a table. Okay, so top of plateau is a plain area. It can be used for agriculture. And the side of this one, side of plateau, that is something like a steepy. But what about mountain? That is a slopy. Okay. Then plateaus are for two type. One is tectonic or volcanic formation. It can be divided according to its formation. Then what about intermonite? Intermonite means some of the plateaus are being covered, I mean surrounded by mountains. This type of plateaus are known as intermonite plateaus, mountains or plateaus. And now let us see importance of plateau. Plateaus have more or less level land at the top. That I said to you, on the top of plateau can be in a plain. So this can be used for cultivation. Then all the plateaus are rich in useful minerals. Plateaus at top, it is a there we can find the presence of minerals, such minerals like iron ore and copper. Such these plateaus supporting mining. Then the slopy plateau, what we are saying here, wait. So the rivers flowing down the slopes provide water and hydroelectricity. Now let us go to another one, that is a plain. Flat surfaces with very gentle slopes are called a plain. What is that? The flat surface with a gentle slope. These are called plains. How many types of plains? The coastal plain, flood plain. Coastal plain means the birds of large dry lake and so on. Okay. These coastal plains are found along the margins of seas and oceans. Coastal plains which are found, usually we can see, where we can see it along the margins of seas and oceans. Now what about the flood plain? Flood plain are found along the banks of rivers. Then a peneplain. What do you mean by peneplain? Mountains and plateaus are gradually lowered and rugged surface are smoothened to form nearly level plains. These are known as peneplains. And let us go to importance of plains. These alluvial plains. The water may carry alluvium and it will be deposited and gradually bank of river one plain may get formed, that is what alluvial plains. These are what it is, good for cultivation. Then plain area, people likes to build, make houses or build roads, and such of things are easy to construct because of transportation is easy in land area, plain area than mountain areas. Then next one, landforms and people. Life in mountain, we already said.